It's your main man, Dr. Life, in the business of saving lives. First responder, responding to unnatural, artificial, man-made disasters. It's the Shine Doctors. Shine Doctor Kanisha. Zion Life. And Shine Doctor J. Damon Dr. Life. Also known to the world as Her Shine on RP, Her RPG, Shine on RPG, the rugged prophetic ghost of alien bedrock nation. That's me. We live in this world, we not of this world. This world is not our home. So we entering into, this is the first 24-hour cycle, Sabbath cycle of our 180-day Golden Scepter Awards. This is halftime. This is halftime. We've done two cycles of two 90-day cycles, starting back October the 3rd, 2025. We did 90 days up until January the 2nd. Then we started the Hezekiah cleansing of the sanctuary, cleansing, the fulfillment of Daniel's 2300 year prophecy. 2300 days, then the sanctuary will be cleansed. But in order to have a makeover, a total transformation and transfiguration, you got to do a 180. 90 days wasn't good enough. You always got to have two witnesses. And that emergency sanctuary cleansing, that was an emergency Passover. But now we're coming to the first of the wedding feast festivals, Passover week. Now the rest of the pagan world, they acknowledge Easter. So we are doing our Golden Scepter Fashion Week up until when they begin their worship of the sun goddess. And we gonna fast. Then after they get done, that's why we call it a hate waste fast. After they get done, then we're going to feast and do what Hezekiah taught the people to do. He did the emergency so that they could be back in sync and back in line with the annual festivals. And then they picked up with the annual festivals like they had never been separated from them before. And that's exactly what we're going to do. But in this Golden Scepter Awards, we're going to acknowledge all of the children who all throughout the years we have utilized to give this One Love IMG neighborhood games to the world. All of our volleyball players, all of my nieces and nephews, basketball players, football players, who run track, just like my children and my nephews who I designed, nieces and nephews who I designed the program around. They're all getting, everybody who we have coached, everybody who has played for us, everybody who has come out to the Uncle E.T. conferences, everybody, when we brought them to Pine Forge, when we went to Omaha, Nebraska, when we went to Crenshaw over and over again, when we brought him to Orlando, when he came to Orlando again separately by itself, all throughout the years, all of these young people, now they're young adults. We're going to acknowledge each and every one of them, the sport that they are playing in, where they're at, and their pro position now going forward in the One Love IMG Hip Hop Neighborhood Games. But we always start off the Golden Scepter Awards, especially when it starts off on the Sabbath, with opening ceremonies. So we put on a calendar that on the 27th we was going to do the Together We Run with E.T. We're doing the opening ceremony registrations. And then we're going to enter into the worship on the Sabbath today and tomorrow in the 2 days of the opening ceremony of the Golden Scepter Awards. And we're going to acknowledge everybody who is going to receive a Golden Scepter Award during this Fashion Week in these 48-hour Sabbath period. Then we're going to get down to the Fashion Week and the games. And at the end of it, once everybody has registered, and everybody all over the country has registered and can join us all across the country, then we're going to physically run. So let me show you what I responded to last year, Uncle E.T. with his health challenge. And I have a health challenge with kidneys. So that's why I do the Let's Get in the Beginning Fit 90-day challenge and the 90-day hate waste fast. And then we have the We Fit initiative. We have the Exer Gaming initiative. So on this day, my two daughters are being combined. My two daughters are being combined. Dealt with Destiny yesterday. Today we dealing with Deja. Deja was a sprinting expert. Destiny was long distance running in school. Deja was the sprinter.
The whole health journey thing, I just was like, like for real, I ain't drinking, I ain't smoking. At one point I gave up. The whole health journey thing, I just was like, like for real, I ain't drinking, I ain't smoking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be eating crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Pre-diabetes, I was like, yo, if 7 is the, worst, I'm at 6.1. One of the young men who's in our speakers program, he just talked about how he ran 100 miles.
Pre-diabetes, so he gave you the numbers. He said if 7 was the worst, I'm a 6.1. They said the same thing to me with kidney disease. If on a scale of kidney disease, if stage 5 kidney disease is your kidneys are failed and you have to go on dialysis, because that's what the result of pre-diabetes is. When you get on the diabetes circuit, you end up on dialysis. So we staring down the battle, the barrel of the same exact challenge. But if stage 5 is kidneys failed and you on dialysis for the rest of your life, I'm at stage 4. That's why this is important.
You know, and how he did it praying and just talking to God. And I was like, yo, that's dope. Like, I've always wanted to run a marathon. He was like, no, for real? I was like, yeah, for real. He was like, no, for real? I was like, in my mind, yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, it's always been a dream and a goal since I was young. And so he was like, nah, bro, put your shoes on, put your shorts on, let's go. Let's start right now. I got back and he was like, yo, here go the schedule. So we ran 2 one day, 3 one day, 2 one day, cross train, 30 minutes, 3 one day cross train. And I woke up one day and I ran 26 miles, y'all. And so what I realized was I just was looking at the wrong goal. Running from diabetes wasn't enough. Running from hypertension wasn't enough. Running from sleep apnea, it wasn't enough. I needed something to run towards. I'm saying to some of you out there, you like me. It's like, yo, you frustrated. You know, you try medication, you try exercise, you try to change your diet, and you just threw your hands up. You like, enough is enough. Like, and I feel you. It's some people, for real, man, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they just wired to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wake up wanting to run, they wake up wanting to exercise, they wake up wanting to eat right. Like, it's just who they are. They lift weights 2-3 times a day. I'm just being real. It wasn't in me. Speaking was in me. You know, helping people was in me from a financial standpoint. Being able to provide for my family and others, that was in me. Changing the world was in me. Writing a book, you know what I'm saying? I was pre-New York Times bestseller. That was in me. So I'm saying to you, like, let's do this together. Like, you don't got to do this by yourself anymore. I know I did the spiritual thing with you, right? Now I want to do the fitness thing with you. I'm going to give you all the habits, not only to attain your greatness, but to sustain and maintain your greatness. We start June 24th. That's what I said. I'm going to give you some time to get yourself ready. Like, if you was with us in Born 24 in February to start the year off, you know, like, I'm going to give you that same fuel. I'm going to give you that same guidance, but we're going to take it to another level. We're not just going to do it in the spirit this time. We're going to do it spiritually. We're going to do it physically. Right now, you should be doing what I did, what Doug said, eat. You run that marathon? I said, yeah, I want to run it. When I get home, we'll start. He said, no. Let's run right now. And 2 miles turned into 26 miles 2 months later, 3 months later. Are you listening to me? For 21 straight days, your boy E.T. and my friends, we're going to run with you together. So come on, let's run together. Let's do this thing together. This is why I decided to run. Because somebody who was a runner saw the condition I was in, knew what I was capable of, and challenged me. And I'm challenging you.
Together we run with E.T. Together we run with E.T. Hold on, we just getting started. Together we run with E.T.
I'm telling you to dream your dream because I want you to. I'm telling you to dream your dream because I want you to feel it. Every single day of my life, I feel like giving 120. Every single day. Somebody said yesterday, E.T., you gave 120. What you gonna do tomorrow? I said, I don't know. Give 140. I don't know, but I don't have days where I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me. My wife's counting on me. My son's counting on me. I don't have days to waste. I want you to be able to feel when you're getting closer to it and closer to it. But more importantly, I want you to know when you dream your dream that there are other people who are dreaming the exact same dream. Running from diabetes wasn't enough. Running from hypertension wasn't enough. Running from sleep apnea, it wasn't enough. I needed something to run towards. What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? You have to outwork them.
Y'all got it?
Your dream because I want you to.
Y'all got it? Y'all got it? So what I'm telling you is, we in the middle of a Golden Scepter Awards where we gonna reward the individuals that started with us from the beginning. And it started with us with the emergency Hezekiah movement. But there's going to be a whole new crop of individuals who's going to start with us right now. Who are going to join us in this first annual wedding feast of the year. It's going to carry us to the next annual wedding feast of the year. But the new thing is, what you see on the screen right here, this is our Lifesaver program. Every summer, we have a summer camp that we created with E.T. When we brought him in, I brought him into my children's school, Mount Sinai in Orlando, Florida. When I was trying to get my children, my oldest children, their mind right to go to Pine Forge, I brought in Pine Forge Academy Creative Arts and E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher, and for a whole weekend, we transformed the mindset of Orlando. And then I put together a literal lifesaver where they get certified to save lives. And we compete like in Olympic Games to save lives. So now every summer, we're taking and we're training and we're adding new lifesavers to our lifesaver army. But now we're going to add the fitness component and the Together We Run with E.T. And y'all know I got the Beyonce 22-day diet, which is our original 8 laws of health. 8 laws of health. I'll get into it with y'all in this next 90 days, because when we're not physically running, we're going to be preparing our it's one thing when you cleanse the temple and cleanse the sanctuary. Hezekiah had them cleanse it and remove all of the idolatry and the debris. But then once you get it cleansed, you have to put back in the original stuff that God intended to be in your sanctuary so that it can function on the highest level which God created you to function at. And if you aren't putting in the proper fuel, then you won't get the proper results from whatever your goal is. And so my aim with these challenges is to take this issue that's plaguing our communities and our inner cities. It's called chronic disease. Hypertension is high blood pressure. Diabetes. Cancer. You have all of these chronic diseases that are curable. Curable with exactly what I'm talking about right here. You can cure in just 8 months any of the diseases that we just said, and many, many, many more. With the 8 laws of health, with the diet that Beyonce showed you in the 22-day diet when she was getting ready for homecoming, because we getting ready for the ultimate homecoming. The ultimate homecoming is the ultimate wedding feast. So we doing dress rehearsal with these 4 wedding feasts during the year, preparing for the ultimate homecoming wedding feast.
You running your own play. And it's not that you just running your own play, but you're running your own play and it ain't working. Your play ain't even working for you. Your play ain't even helping you. Your play don't even have you where you need to be financially. Your play don't have you where you need to be relationally. Like your play don't have you in the best position. And God is saying in Jeremiah 29:11, I'm not playing. I have plans for y'all.
Yeah.
I have a life for you.
Yeah.
There's some stuff I want you to do, but you're not getting everything you're supposed to get because you're running your own play.
Yo, Physically, we in
You
Huntsville,
running your own
Alabama.
play.
Physically, if y'all want to get in, y'all better
And
get
it's
in.
not that you just running your own play.
But we not leaving our people out all over the world. That's what streaming, and that's what this is. So we should have chapters all over the country, everywhere y'all gonna play and participate in our IMG neighborhood games. Y'all should be locally in your local area, matching and doing identically what we're gonna do every day in Huntsville. Y'all should be together. If we running that day, we running. If we worshiping that day, we worshiping. Y'all should match everything that we do where you are. The ultimate is to be there, live and in person. But if you can't be there, you can be there via technology. So it's just like when y'all stream these pay-per-view events. This is the ultimate pay-per-view event. And then you get a watch party together in your local area, and y'all come together, and y'all all, if you gotta get a resort, if you gotta book hotels, if you gotta, whatever you gotta do. I don't care how small the group is, how big the group is. Y'all better get in.